Hi, I'm Scott Kleppe, President of SENSIT Technologies. Today we'd like to take the time to go through what we call our quick start for the SENSIT Gold product line. When you receive your SENSIT Gold, it will come in this hard carrying case. When you open the case, you will find that there is an instruction manual. There are the 3C alkaline batteries. There is a wrist strap that connects to the side of the instrument, as well as a spare sensor cap should the cap that is on the instrument become damaged. Also is the instrument. When you receive the unit, it does not have the batteries installed. It is necessary to install them, and to do that, we take the instrument. We need to depress the tab that is located here on the battery sleeve. We use a coin or we use a small screwdriver by pushing the tab in and sliding the handle away from the top of the instrument. This allows access to the battery compartment. It is marked in the side of the instrument inside as to the directions of the batteries. It is very important that you put the batteries in the correct direction. If you put them in incorrectly, it can adversely affect the instrument by blowing a fuse, which will make the instrument inoperative. Install the batteries into the handle by sliding forward, placing the next battery at the other opposite end, and then sliding the batteries together to make room for the center battery to be installed. Replace the handle by sliding it in, pressing down on the tab, and locking when the tab comes up into the locked position. After battery installation, the instrument is ready to be turned on. Push the power button, indicated by the A, until the instrument begins to display. It will display the instrument name and version number, and then it will begin its self-diagnosis. This warm-up requires approximately 30 seconds, but may take as long as 3 minutes depending upon the last time the instrument was used, the sensor stability, and the ambient temperature conditions. Toward the end of the warm-up period, the instrument will display auto zero, at which point the instrument is zeroing out all the sensors. Caution should be used to always turn this instrument on in a gas-free environment so that it will properly zero out. If a fail message is displayed anywhere on the instrument display, use the zero button, press and hold, and attempt to re-zero the sensors to clear the fail message. If this is not successful, the instrument is in need of service. The instrument is now displaying the percent of LEL, the parts per million of carbon monoxide, the percent of oxygen, as well as the part per million of hydrogen sulfide. For instruments that do not have all of these sensors, an X will be in the particular location indicating the sensor is not installed. Next, remove the gooseneck assembly from its holder and point it in the direction in which detection is desired. Place your finger over the end of the gooseneck assembly and look for a flow block indication indicating that the sample system is working correctly. Now you may begin your investigation. To aid in the location of combustible gas leaks, there is a thumb wheel located on the side of the instrument. Turn this until the instrument begins to tick. A uniform ticking sound is what is desired. Then move the instrument in the direction of the suspected leakage. At that point, the tick will begin to increase, at which you may slow this tick down until you find exactly where the source of the gas leak is originating from. After completion of the investigation, wind the gooseneck around the back of the instrument, snap it back into the holder, use the A button by pressing and holding for approximately 6 seconds and release, and the instrument will power down. Thank you for taking the time to review this video on how to properly start your SENSIT Gold. If you have further questions, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives or look us up on the web at gasleaksensors.com.